Welcome into another Grizzlies Spotlight powered by Amtrak. I'm Sam Levitt. This week I'm joined by the Grizzlies' Richard Seigel in his first year here at Gateway. And Richard, you're from Los Angeles, went to school out in California. What are your impressions of the Midwest so far?
It's definitely different. Not a lot, but a slower pace of living. Not as many people out here, which is nice because being from Los Angeles, traffic is just awful, and that's one of the main things I notice. Weather's pretty much the same for the summer except for the humidity, but I'm enjoying my time.
You have a really interesting story. You didn't play a whole lot in high school, only a dozen or so games, went to college, played there. So the first question is, how did you even end up playing in college even though you weren't recruited by anyone?
After my senior year in high school, my coach came up to me at our banquet after the year and was like, I see some potential and would think that you should keep playing. So in the year, a junior college coach came and talked to me and wanted me to go there. So it happened to be 5 minutes from my house. So went there, not really expecting much, just wanted to play and see what happened, and played 2 years there. Got spotted by the coaches at UC San Diego, transferred down there for my junior and senior year.
Because you got a late start to playing in high school and then in college, do you feel like even today you're still catching up a little bit?
No, I don't feel I'm catching up at all. I've been playing this game just like everyone else here since we were 3-4 years old. I don't really feel I'm behind the curve at all. Just maybe less experienced as a polished baseball player, but I still feel I can compete.
Grizzlies outfielder Richard Seigel joining me on this week's Grizzlies Spotlight. Richard, you went to UC San Diego, then were signed at the Frontier League draft in April by the Grizzlies. Take me through that process, what it was like to work out for all the teams in the Frontier League and then get selected in the draft.
It was definitely nerve-wracking just going in. There's 400 or 500 other guys that are competing for a guarantee of 28 spots to make a spring training roster. So that's not even a guarantee for the season. That's just to get an opportunity to show what you got. There went there as a first baseman. There were about 30 other first basemen. There were at least 100 outfielders. I'm glad that Phil saw what he saw in me and able to give him an opportunity to show what I got.
One thing we saw during spring training is that you have a tremendous amount of power. You hit one over the billboards here at GCS Ballpark during an exhibition game. But even with that power, you do a nice job of going the other way, going to left field. Is that an approach you have during every at-bat in the batter's box?
I'm always looking for something out over the plate that I can drive and get extended on. And knowing, the porch in right field, no one's really going to throw you inside too much. So you got to be able to go the opposite way with consistency and with power if need be. And if they do come in and you can get into one, you just got to pounce on it.
We're getting close to July now. Gateway with the best record in the Frontier League. To you, what's the #1 reason why this team has had so much success in the early season?
It's honestly just a great group of guys. We come in, everyone gets their work done, everyone pulls for each other. And it all starts out on the mound, and you saw in the first couple weeks of the season our pitching staff was just unreal, and slowly as it's gone on, the hitting has started to come around and started to put up big numbers, and we get Landon back. We lost JJ, but I feel another guy could just jump in and be that leadoff guy that we need.
Richard Seigel joining me on this week's Grizzlies Spotlight. Richard, as always, thanks so much.
All right, thank you.
That'll do it for this week's Spotlight. For Richard Seigel, I'm Sam Levitt. We'll see you next week.